Good afternoon and welcome to our 2024 graduation ceremony for Pacific College of Health and Science. We are moments away from beginning our procession of our graduates, and they will be entering through the door in the back of the auditorium on the left side. Please join me in welcoming our graduates to the stage. Hello, graduates. With great pleasure, I welcome those who graduate this year with the Master of Science in Health and Human Performance, the Master of Science in Medical Cannabis Therapeutics, a Transitional Doctor of Acupuncture, Transitional Doctor of Acupuncture in Chinese Medicine, Transitional Doctor of Acupuncture with Chinese Herbal Medicine Specialization. Give yourselves a hand. I also welcome our esteemed faculty, loyal patients, family and friends, fellow students, and Pacific staff members who are both here or watching virtually to honor and celebrate the achievements of these special adults who have chosen to be healers in the modern world using ancient and highly effective medicine and massage modalities. It truly does take a village. The support that each of you have provided has been very instrumental in our graduate success. On behalf of our entire Pacific community, thank you. You guys can be seated. We are thrilled to have Pacific's president with us today. Malcolm Youngren has been with Pacific for 12 years, and he began his presidency with Pacific 4 years ago. Prior to that, he was our chief operating officer. I would like to invite President Youngren up for opening remarks.
My name is Malcolm Youngren, and I'm the president of Pacific College of Health and Science, and it is a job I truly, truly love. And this is my second favorite day. My first day that I love the most is the day when I greet all the students as they come in. All the students come in with such great eyes and ideas and thoughts and dreams, and today you see that on the other end, those realized eyes. Those eyes that have the dreams that are about to become a reality. And so on behalf of the college, I would like to welcome our esteemed guests, our beloved faculty, our supportive staff, loving families, and most importantly, and with a great deal of love, the class of 2024. Those in the class of 2024, I want you to think back now upon this second day in August in 2024 and all that it took to get you here. It was a true journey. I want you to think back about the passion and the vision that you had when you enrolled. I want you to think back about the friends, the colleagues, the loved ones that helped you along the way. And finally, I want you to think about all the patients that you've helped and all the patients that you will help, the healing that you've brought to all of them, the way that you've helped them overcome pain and achieve a better, healthier life. That is why you're here, and that is why the world needs you so much at this moment, at this time in the United States and around the world. You're entering a lifelong community here at Pacific College of healers and helpers and people that help fill dreams, and it is so needed in the world. I just want to welcome you. And I want to welcome everybody to the class of 2024. Now I turn it over to the speakers.
Thank you, President Youngren. I would now like to introduce our keynote speaker for today, one of the founders of Pacific College, Dr. Richard Gold. Dr. Gold has been practicing traditional Chinese medicine for the past 46 years since he graduated from the New England School of Acupuncture in 1978, and he continues to love clinical practice today. Dr. Gold is one of the original 4 founders of Pacific College and has also served on the board and faculty of the college for over 20 years. Along with his creative partner, Yuval Ron, they created a music production company, Meta Mindfulness Music, to produce music based on ancient wisdom traditions and modern neuroscience. The intention of this creative work is to produce high-quality music that supports healing, mindfulness, and loving kindness. There's no doubt that Dr. Richard Gold embodies the mission and values of Pacific College, and we are honored that he is here today to usher our new graduates into their own real-world journeys. Rick?
Good afternoon. Malcolm's up here and I'm down here. Let me see where I am in my... Okay. Good afternoon. What a beautiful sight this is. I explained to the graduates that are here now that I actually prepared my speech for new people entering the profession, so I'm apologizing to the family members of the graduates in these different programs that my remarks are not exactly geared to them, but it's coming from the heart as best I can. So a heartfelt welcome to you, your families and friends, and our esteemed faculty and college staff. It's certainly an honor to present a keynote address, especially at an institution that I helped found, nurture, and where I served on the board and faculty for over 25 years. The programs that you've been in are challenging enough, intellectually, emotionally, physically, and time-wise at any time in history, but to do so during a global pandemic required additional focus, fortitude, courage, and discipline. And I really applaud and admire you for your diligence to accomplish this during this unprecedented time in our history. Today marks a significant milestone in your journey, a moment to pause, reflect, and celebrate the culmination of years of dedication, hard work, sleep deprivation, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to the art of helping and guiding others. All of us here stand united and acknowledge the profound impact each one of you has had and will continue to have on countless lives in the global community. Throughout your practical clinical endeavors and your academic pursuits, you've not only acquired knowledge and unhoned skills, but have embraced the profound responsibility that comes with aiding others on their path to healing and self-discovery. I am well aware that you have moments of doubt and worry. We all have these moments, not just about passing the boards, which I guess most of you here have already done, congratulations, but also about success in your professional practice. I want to share with you words of a wise mentor shared with me, and I quote him, "Worry is the misuse of the imagination." Now, you might rightly consider worry to be the result of spleen Qi deficiency, or B, overwhelming earth, or wood overwhelming earth, or C, kidney yang deficiency, but C, or D, all of the above. But let's consider this the idea of the misuse of the imagination further. This puts us, the worrier, in a position of agency and power. Namely, we have the capacity to have a proper use of our imaginations. This shift will not only mitigate your worry, but will liberate you and open a vast palette of options and opportunities. So whenever you feel yourself slipping into a whirlpool of worry, I encourage you to use your imagination and your willpower to imagine what you do want to achieve and accomplish. And in the wisdom of our medicine, use your jur, which is nourished by your kidneys and is the mind's determination, which can guide it in a certain direction and control its activity. Now, you've all learned a variety of information. You've successfully passed your test to graduate school, and most of you, I imagine, have already passed your state boards. And now you've absorbed all this practical application of knowledge to help others. And now begins a test of a different magnitude as you graduate, building your careers, and more importantly, loving what you have worked so hard to accomplish. So what can we do to help ensure your success? We can strengthen our potential for success and fulfillment by striving to control and deepen aspects of ourselves that are conducive to becoming effective healers. Using terminology of our tradition, we seek to advance our self-cultivation. Furthermore, we seek to refine our artistry, our ability to establish an immediate and intuitive encounter with a human being we are honored to serve. This level of artistry is called the penetrating divine illumination, wherein we become able to perceive the essence of another human being in a moment. Our medicine, although based on ancient wisdom, is also an evolving field, and effective practitioners engage in ongoing learning and professional development to stay informed about new research, techniques, and best practices. You already all see yourself as lifelong learners. That's why you're here, because you've continued your education, and I applaud you for that. Practitioners ideally have a deep understanding of their own emotions, biases, and reactions. Self-awareness enables us to manage countertransference, manage objectivity, and provide effective treatment. In this regard, I strongly recommend that you develop and stick to a daily meditation practice. Embody the wisdom you seek to impart to the best of your abilities. Remember that according to our tradition in East Asian medicine, that the highest expression of healing is not just technique, nor prescribing the correct herbal formula or treatment protocol, which clearly are invaluable, but by inspiring our patients to make the changes in their own lives that will support the return to balance and health by the example you set and fully embody and express in your own life. As we develop these personal attributes, it is an ongoing process. You'll experience the satisfaction of building a strong practice that your patients will enthusiastically refer their families and friends to you for treatment. I encourage you to be acutely aware that we are still co-creating this profession in the Western world. When I started out as a graduate of acupuncture school in 1978, there simply was no profession to enter into. We were jumping off the edge of a cliff. Now there is established profession, and there's still so much to be accomplished for our medicine to reach a fuller potential of the value we can offer society. You are all part of the next generation of leaders and influencers. You are cultural ambassadors in bringing the remarkable benefits of our medicine to a wider and wider audience of people that can and will benefit from your skills that you possess. Please know that you are not in competition with each other, nor with more established practitioners, and I'd even add with the established Western medicine that we live within. To have meaningful work that through service to others is a blessing and a higher calling. You stand on the threshold of a career that will enrich your life in untold ways and impact a multitude of people in the fulfillment of their own lives and destinies. So in conclusion, congratulations on your academic achievements and your personal growth, and may you each be a blessing to your communities as you bring healing energy and compassion to the multitudes. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Rick. Now to introduce our first student speaker, I would like to invite up Dr. Leena Gupta.
Hello, everyone. It's not often I'm completely speechless, but there you witnessed it for a moment. So here's our introduction to our wonderful speaker and graduate, Dr. Molly Kaufman, DACM, LAC, is a doctor of acupuncture and Chinese medicine, a 500-hour certified yoga and meditation instructor, essential oil specialist, and an avid world traveler. Her formal education includes doctorate and master's degrees in Chinese medicine from Pacific College of Health and Science and a Bachelor of Science in Ecology and Evolutionary Biology and a Master of Fine Arts in Theater Arts and Dance from the University of Arizona. Her real schooling has been life and its many challenges and wonders. Molly worked for one of the longest-standing integrative medical programs in the United States at North Shore University Health Systems and maintained a private practice in the city of Chicago for many years. Her specialties were oncology and pediatrics, but now as an international practitioner, she focuses on primary care and whole health. Molly is a volunteer with Mindful Medicine Worldwide and did a tour of duty in Nepal in 2013. She continues to support the well-being of Nepali communities through annual retreats. Molly's passion is tapping into the magic of ancient healing and making it relevant for a modern world. She blends TCM, yoga, meditation, plant medicine, and lifestyle education into experiential courses and sessions to bring deeper levels of healing and empowerment. Molly also guides retreats all over the world using the power of travel and culture to catalyze exploration of perspectives and healing. Molly currently works from her home base in Italy and thrives on cultivating connection, fostering community, and living in service. Let's welcome Dr. Molly Kaufman.
Good afternoon. My family thought it would be a good idea for me to poke a little fun at a room of acupuncturists to begin, but instead, I will simply say what a joy it is to be here with you in person. I'd love to begin by thanking the former academic dean, Dr. Leena Gupta, and the faculty. Without your willingness to transmit this knowledge, our profession couldn't grow. Thank you for bringing your wisdom, practice experiences, and patience to each course, and supporting us in the completion of this really magnificent step in our education and professional development. Thank you. My esteemed colleagues and friends, now, perhaps more than ever, the world needs us. We look around and see broken systems, society in despair, health in general declining, children struggling to navigate the world mentally and emotionally, and here we are with this incredibly privileged opportunity to earn a title that shows we are ready to take leadership. This leadership, however, is no ordinary leadership. This leadership is one fundamentally infused with whole person care, whole community care, and whole society care. Inherent in the medical and life knowledge that we transmit through traditional Chinese medicine is the alchemy I believe the world needs. A return to nature, a return to integrity, a return to honesty, a return to knowing that the pieces are in fact part of the whole, a return to knowing that broken is only broken if we continue to ignore it. Becoming doctors means that we are willing to carry the responsibility of this. Yes, it is a big responsibility, but there's more. As leaders and practitioners of this medicine, we must also find our unity, our integrity as a group. We must begin to understand more deeply that our individual actions are what create an understanding of the collective. We represent one another and carry the torch of how our profession is perceived. An amazing part of this doctorate journey was, for me, the natural synergy and connection that formed so easily amongst colleagues, sharing ideas, supporting one another in succeeding, and being willing to thoughtfully and respectfully create dialogue around contrasting beliefs. Yes, even online, amazingly. Strange that this also felt to me like an anomaly to what it feels like to be out in the world and practicing in the world, quote unquote, real life. Reflecting on all that I learned in this doctorate education, I'm most impressed by the instructors that brought global knowledge and experiences to their teaching. Dr. Hashemapur, Drs. Leena and Sonail Gupta, and I know that there are many wonderful instructors here that I didn't have a chance to study with yet, seeming powerhouses on the medical stage. Their strengths, not only impressive in medical knowledge and integration of modern and ancient, but more so impressive in human and life knowledge. They make humanity visible and tangible in our medicine. The reason for this? Yes, global experience, yes, the privilege of travel, but more so, in my opinion, the willingness to look beyond the borders of our systems and gain insight and perspective from other systems. It's clear that these teachers have spent time understanding people, humans, cultures, and ideas. It's not unknown that practitioners of traditional Chinese medicine have a reputation for being lone wolves. Perhaps a necessary part of the evolution of breaking from the norm. I myself am guilty. But the stage is now set. And the way forward is finding the synergy amongst our individual choreography. I believe that each of us found our way here in the spirit of service. But just like these inspiring instructors, we must reach beyond our own individual borders and be open to uniting in inquiry, action, and service beyond the confines and safety of this program. As we take these next steps, and yes, for the future generations, as we take these next steps out into the world, now carrying a title, a position of leadership, and responsibilities that will naturally bring respect, we have an incredible opportunity. With the powerful tools of this medicine, amplified with the experiences and knowledge gained in this doctorate program, and our willingness to unite and create a shared vision of integrating powerfully into society as a profession, we can together be the catalysts for the change the world so desperately needs. As we take these next steps, let's not forget that what brought us here is a desire to help, heal, integrate, unify. Together, we can fulfill this more powerfully than alone, and I really look forward to succeeding with you. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Molly. That was beautiful. Now, the much-awaited portion of our program begins, the conferral of diplomas and degrees to our graduates. I would like to welcome back Dr. Lena Gupta and welcome up our Academic Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Valerie Rizudis.
Is someone going to help Lena with the gift boxes?
We were just kidding. There's another student speaker. Oh. Well, for a special treat for the online programs, we have an online speaker. How exciting. Do we have like an introduction somewhere? Yes, but do we have it in here?
Respected Dean, respected former Dean Dr. Lena Gupta, respected faculty and staff of PCHS, accomplished fellow students, families and friends. It is my great pleasure and honor to be presenting this graduation speech. Today is an unforgettable day for all of us here. It is a celebration of our success, a culmination of our hard work, and joy of new opportunities to help others be their best self. As I stand before you with just 3% kidney function, for me, it is also a moment of victory. Victory of hope over despair, of courage over fear, and victory of perseverance over quitting. In May 2023, midway through this program, I had to be admitted to the ICU, and shortly after that began dialysis. 8 hours on dialysis every single day left me feeling impossibly fatigued, in pain, unable to eat, sleep, or walk. Some extended family members and friends promptly jumped off the rocking boat of my life. Most people felt it was futile for me to continue my studies. In this dark time in my life, my classmates and faculty members at PCHS became my new extended family in an act of exceptional compassion. They encouraged me, supported me, and filled me with hope. All the faculty members under the leadership of Dr. Lena Gupta put into place a model of exemplary student support and inclusion that made this success possible for me. Here I would like to make a special mention of former academic dean, Dr. Lena Gupta, who served as both the anchor that kept my boat from drifting away or the oar that propelled it ahead, depending on what was needed. Without her most compassionate support, this moment was absolutely impossible for me to achieve. My classmates had their own challenges and struggles too. During our coaching sessions, we sometimes wept as we confided in each other, and at other times we celebrated our successes, and at all times we encouraged each other to reach our goals. Many of us had experienced excellent results with holistic and alternative medicine, even before coming to this program. Personally, I believe despite mainstream medicine's great utility for imaging, emergency medicine and surgery, it leaves much to be desired in terms of preventive medicine. This program has given us valuable knowledge in diverse areas related to holistic health, wellness, peak performance, health coaching, and evidence-based practice. We hope to share this gift of knowledge with all those whom we have an opportunity to help. I would like to thank Dr. Carr and Dr. Dawn for lending me a ear whenever I needed one. My thanks to Paul Munoz, who made this journey seamless for me. I would also like to thank my son and my husband for their unflinching support. This moment, I desperately miss my parents. Their exceptional upbringing is my greatest strength in pushing through formidable challenges. What ties my personal experience with our collective journey in this program is the indisputable importance of health as the greatest asset of mankind and ways to increase the value of this asset. After all, your body is the only place you can live. Make it the cleanest, most comfortable place to live. I would like to end this by sharing my learnings through the incredibly difficult times in my life. It's not where you live that matters, it's how you live. It's not what you have, but rather who you have in your life. Life is about choices, chances, and changes. So when life hurls stones at you, you still have a choice. You can build a wall in your face, or you can build a bridge. Even the longest life is very short. So I wish you all vibrant health and hope you always make the choice of joy and health over everything else. Thank you.
We're going to backtrack a little bit, and I'm going to invite Dr. Lena Gupta up to introduce Meta to us.
Hello again, everybody. So, Meda Murthy came to us a couple of years ago with 6% kidney function. And if you think about it, most of us have 100% or even 90%. So she had a great deal of doubt in terms of whether she could do both the health coaching certificate program, which was a 12-credit, 2-term program, and more so whether she could then parlay that into the Masters of Health and Human Performance. So I'm not sure if you noticed in her video, but she specifically named Paul Munio, the student advisor for the program, who kept her motivated each and every term as she registered for the next class, the next class, and the next class. And during her 2-year journey, myself and several students tried to strategize how to get her a kidney donor, which was, I think in a way we spent as much time trying to find a donor for Meda than we did in the actual program. The thing about Meda is not just her reaching her highest human performance, but she also has this incredible deep philosophy that no matter what I said in class, she had something even deeper and more profound to say every single week, every single time. And so she not only embodied the resilience on the health front, but was intellectual in a way that was also sort of brought together the human frame in different models compared to how we really looked at them. She was also the inspiration between myself and another faculty member, Dr. Tamra Carr, behind a paper that we wrote that was recently published. It took over a year in peer review about kidney function and inflammation. And I think if we had never met Meda, we would have probably never continued with the very rigorous peer review process, which was published in Integrative Medicine, a clinician's journal. Meda is one of those students who will forever leave an impact on our minds and our hearts because she truly embraced the body, mind, spirit continuum. And she also enabled us to really consider, what do we think important in this world? Like we might think, oh, it's important to get a new car or a bigger house or the latest iPhone or any kind of material thing. But in her situation, and right now she has 3% kidney function. When she made this video, it was after many weeks of waiting because she wanted to wear her full regalia, which got up to Frankfurt from Pacific College or from America to Frankfurt and then came back to America. So she didn't have the full regalia and she was very upset about it. So I suggested that she get something from Amazon India, and that's what she was wearing. But it's nothing to do with what she was wearing. You have been introduced to a person who is a role model for all of us in terms of thinking about our self-care, our humanity, and really having gratitude for the things we have rather than spending our time desiring the things we think will bring happiness, but are often very temporary moments of joy. I think that's all I have to say about MEDA, especially as I didn't prepare to say anything about MEDA.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gupta. Graduates, will you please make your way to the stage? Master Melissa Duncan. Master Deanna Pipoloff. Dr. Stephanie Berube. Dr. Penny Ming. Dr. Seeling Kramer. Dr. Carmen Yuen. Dr. Sunyoung Lee. Dr. Christine Barnes. Dr. Lindsay Renee Cordova. Dr. Heather Lynn McGinnis. Dr. Ing Juan Liang.
Wait.
Dr. Heather Wisely. Dr. Julie Miller. Dr. Sonia Solomonson Couch. Dr. Kristen Burris. Dr. Barry J. Carnahan. Dr. Cassandra Warren. Dr. Ian Suhani. Dr. Ellis Collings. Dr. Anne Marie Sanders. Dr. Scotty Vijay Kaul. Dr. Sierra D. Dr. Robin Bowles. Dr. Molly Kaufman. Dr. Eleanor Lawrence Rockefeller. Dr. Jody Manross. Dr. Ziane Watson. Dr. Youngyun Chung. Dr. Ing Jong Hao. Dr. Reggie Ya. That is Dr. Reggie Yachi Rayford, Jr. Dr. Jaylene Hamilton. Dr. Erica Jamal Duick. Dr. Minja Cho. Dr. Gregory S. Fritz.
All right, let's give them one round of applause. Congratulations. The final portion of our ceremony today will be the reciting of the practitioner's oath. The oath is found in your programs, should you want to follow along. To recite the oath, I would like to introduce our Vice President of Clinic Education and Operations, Dr. Lang Tang Ritchie.
The practitioner's oath provides a framework for a medical code of ethics. The time-bound lines remind us of the gravity of our responsibility as healers and practitioners. Please join me in reciting a modified version of the Hippocratic Oath. You can find it on the second to last page of the program if you have it. Otherwise, you can follow me. I solemnly promise, as a care provider, to practice my profession to the best of my ability. I will use my knowledge and skills to aid in the prevention, diagnosis, and effective treatment of diseases. I will try to help those in my care to understand disease, treatment, and prognosis. I will encourage those I care for to participate in decisions relating to their lives. I will endeavor to alleviate their fears and recognize that occasionally, the most meaningful treatment may be to listen with kindness and understanding. I will treat others with dignity and will give them the respect and privacy which I would hope to receive. I will keep others' trust and preserve confidentiality. I will understand that a person's sense of self-esteem is essential to good health. I will value life even as I must also strive to understand the process of dying. I will respect the wisdom of my teachers and share my knowledge with others. I will strive to further my education and develop habits that promote further intellectual growth. I will be proud enough to practice to the best of my ability and remain humble enough to call for assistance when beneficial. I will encourage and cooperate with all others, providing care so that they may perform their duties effectively and with consideration. I will live for the good of people rather than for things. I desire that my empathy will never be subservient to my skill and knowledge. I see my ability to be a gift, to be shared with humanity. Congratulations.
And once again, congratulations, Pacific College of Health and Science graduates. Let's give them one final applause. Before we end today's ceremony, I would like to take a brief moment to thank our Pacific College volunteers who contributed their time and talents to ensure today's ceremony was a success. I would especially like to thank our Director of Student Services, Elaine Elefano. I think she's hiding up there somewhere. Elaine led the charge. She wrangled us all and made sure that every single detail was handled. From the bottom of my very grateful heart, thank you, Elaine. All right, we are now going to be assembling on the stage formally to photograph our graduating class. While we do so, I know y'all are eager to take your photos and to hug your graduates, but we're gonna ask that you go out into the lobby and that's where they're gonna be meeting you. So thank you again for coming today to share this special event. We look forward to seeing you in the lobby.